Yes, indeed. It is called Converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yom the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be Cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Hello and welcome to Dark Souls 3. I didn't want to say anything cause the intro in itself is quite good. I'm an experienced player in Dark Souls. I've played really a lot of it. One character of mine in Dark Souls 3 is in New Game Plus 12? 13? And now I want to tackle it again from the start without any...
Also aus. Wie ist zum Zielschwupschen?
cares about how I look like?
Was hast du gerade gesagt, Patrick?
That's mine. I've got a fast roll. Did good. I think I'm still able to kill this thing.
Ich will schon viel machen.
Mm-hmm. That was that. That's 4,100, which means at the end I should have like something like 7,000, 8,000 souls. If my math isn't wrong, that is 8,000. And that I don't die, but I don't plan on dying. It's one of the easiest bosses in the whole game. And even if I did, I still can grab my souls back. Nope. Nothing left to grab. This is the bonfire. At bonfire we can firstly
lighten it up. Secondly, we can sit ourselves. Thirdly, we can leave it. We can later on teleport from this. The rest I will talk about when we're getting there. Don't want to spoil too much. Just that now, since we are in the tutorial area, we can't teleport. Nor do any of the other things. Do you really want to follow me? Apparently you do. Oh. Great that I catched it. If I didn't catch it, it would have been gone. Just gone. There is still something more over here. Yada yeet! There should be one down here. And there should be only this guy left. Right. This is all just tutorial area. Now the tutorial boss. Gundir, whatever you wanna say to him. As soon as I grab this sword out of him, he's gonna attack me. Well, he gets animation of standing up and then he starts to attack me. In that animation, I already can attack him and he is gonna take damage from that. His weapon is this halberd. And as a quick side note, his second phase is all about this thing. Those eels, worms, sludge, whatever it is. Yes, he has a second phase. When do we trigger it? At about half health. Second phase. And he's done. After each boss, they're gonna drop a, well, not quite drop, but a bonfire will be spawned in the boss arena. I'm gonna amber it up. When we place ourselves, we sit near it. You saw this smoke, this golden smoke. It's like a, wait a minute, haven't I just beaten that guy? Or that one? Or that one? It's a reset of enemies. Yes. a reset. It also resets your healing potions. It's on the bottom left corner, the Estus flask. The yellow one heals our HP, and the blue one heals our mana. The green bar on the top left is our stamina. If we run out of stamina, we can't do anything. Really. We can only walk around. Running takes away stamina. Hitting takes away stamina. Rolling, well, dodging takes away stamina. And if we don't have any more stamina left, then we can only walk around until stamina recovers. Will I use mana? A bit. I'm not going complete wizard, mage, or whatever you want to call it. I will use a bit of it. As you can see, even if that enemy has held up his shield, he still has taken damage. There are shields which doesn't take away 100% of the damage. Dogs are very fast in this game, as well in any other From Software games. And one of the worst enemies there is. But for Dark Souls 3, they have a bug, which I won't go into absolutely, but they can teleport behind you. If I block an enemy incoming attack, it takes away stamina. And as long as I hold up my shield, stamina recovery takes a lot longer. Now what happens if I run out of it? I'm getting staggered, where enemies can give me 150% damage of their attack. It's not crucial that you look around, but there are items everywhere.
Weil die hat mich gerade verarschen.
Now, to a hard fight. This motherfucker. He has a katana. Or Uchikatana. I think it's the Uchikatana. But they have the same attack patterns. He deals a lot of damage. For this time and stage you are currently. Normally you are expected to kill him later on in, I guess, after 2 bosses. I'm gonna attempt to kill him. I know I make it look easy, but if you're not really experienced, you don't really know what you're doing in that game.
Nope.
And everything can kill you,
Ja.
pretty much. Even I just almost died to him.
Warte, du musst das auch nicht schlafen.
Uchikatana. And he did also drop his magnificent armor. And guess what? As I predicted, 9,000 on the bottom right corner. You can see the souls, which is an in-game currency as well as a currency to level up your character. The Firelink Shrine.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I'm a firekeeper.
She is a firekeeper.
And the lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them.
Those
Time at thy side.
people. He's the only one who stood still. And he was kind of forced to. He doesn't have legs. He is gone. He's gone. He's gone. And he's gone. And you can remember in the intro there were some people who stood back up. Yeah, we are hunting them down and bringing them back to their thrones. We can speak with most NPCs, but we won't have the options of like this screen. I'm playing on German, I know. That's why I'm telling what it is. The upper option is leveling up.
Then touch the darkness within them. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
This is where the fun part begins. Each attribute on the left side has its own corresponding part to the right side of the screen. I'm level 9. If I press to the right, I'm giving her 811 souls, as stated down below. From 9,498 down to 8,687. Now, the amounts of soul she requires have increased from 811 to 829. Yes, so each level up takes more souls. How many level ups do we have? 7. Vitality, hit points, HP. That's mana. That's stamina. That's how much we can carry weight. Strength, which makes us deal more damage. This is the second one. Can't remember on the top of my head what its name is in English, but let me have a quick look. Dexterity. Intelligence, which is required for using mage stuff. Faith, to use other magical stuff. And luck. Luck only really gives us more chances to find stuff from enemies. More item drops. I won't level up right now, because I'm gonna talk about what I mean with strength and dexterity. The weapon. Most weapons, if not all weapons, have a physical attack and have attributes to it, which you have to require to have before you can use it one-handed. If you don't have the required attributes to wield it one-handed, you can still wield it two-handed within a certain range. If you look in the middle of the screen, go down, there is 2 sets of rows with dexterity, strength, faith, and intelligence. The required amount of strength, dexterity, intelligence, faith is on the very bottom. The attribute bonus is like a scale. If you level up your strength, dexterity, intelligence, faith, depending on what that weapon has bonuses on, it will deal more damage. But there's also a second way of dealing more damage with that weapon of choice, and that would be if you go over here to this guy. He's our blacksmith. Andre. Yes, I am.
Toilsome journey on which you require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith, such as my purpose.
Leveling up your weapon, which, as you can see, there are 3 weapons here, 0 there, nothing here, and shields. This tab is for all the weapons. This is for bows and crossbows. This is for staffs, and this is for shields. We need a small titanite piece. One more. We already gathered 1 piece back in the area where I jumped over to a grave. Just after the first bonfire. If you go to the middle, you can see how much it will give you more. Physical damage from 110 plus 20, which is the attribute bonus damage, goes up to 121 plus 24. How comes that the plus 20 becomes a plus 24? Firstly, the attribute bonus, if you look down, changes. It will also upgrade. It doesn't go all the way on from D to C to B to A to S. It doesn't go that far. There is a certain cap for weapons. So if you upgrade, there is a chance of upgrading the bonus as well, which means better scaling. Better scaling, more damage. Which therefore means you should put points into either attribute to make it deal more damage. That's how the game is meant to be. Deal lots of damage, or small bits of damage, and fast, but don't take too much damage or you will die.
Tis good to see what needs smithing this day.
Changing the functions. We can add certain crystals to the weapons, which will change certain things. We currently only have these 3 pairs. And even from those 3 pairs, we can't really do anything with it because we don't have any on us. So let's get further. We can repair our stuff which we used, but that won't be a problem because each time you're sitting at a bonfire, everything will be repaired. It's a reset. You can change how much Estus you wanna have with you. As long as you have the amounts. You can't say if you only have 4 Estus that you just want 5 Estus now. No. For that you need to upgrade it. For that you need a Estus shard, because he's gonna repair the shard and give you more Estus flasks with it. So more healing or more mana. How you're gonna do it, depending on your run, can change drastically. As a mage, you would have more Ash Estus, mana Estus, than healing. You have a few just to, if you don't have enough money, stab the enemy with your little sword to death. If you are a tank, you want more Estus to heal yourself more, because you're gonna tank more damage as a newcomer.
Pretty big, I don't want to see my work squandered.
So, now that we talked about it,
Asher the monk. Very well, then Hagen.
more health, more stamina,
Farewell, Asher and me.
more carry weight, more strength, more dexterity, more faith. Wait a minute, that was the weapon which we got out of Gondor. We just made our bonfire. To be honest, that's the only bonfire you will ever lit yourself this way. If you're good enough, there are hidden animations to make your own bonfire. There are certain theories online which state that there was a potential of placing your bonfire every time you want to. Why they didn't do it is another question. Because every bonfire now is placed on a very specific spot. He is a depressed little guy. I won't even talk with him. But he has a quest line. Have a talk with him when you're playing it yourself. So, here's sat Yorn the giant. I mean, it is quite big. But he left. Here were the Abyss Watchers. the Legion of Abyss Watchers. Holy King Lothric, the last hope of his line. Stood up and left. Ludleth, the Banished. He will come into importance later on in the story. But yeah, he couldn't stand back up. He doesn't have legs. And running away would have been not really of any use. She could have picked him up and placed him here again. Or the blacksmith. Or anyone else around here. And then there was one throne left. Aldrich, the God Eater. So, we don't have to hunt him. We are hunting Lothric, Aldrich, Abyss Watchers, and Yorm. Is there anything else which... Yes, there are. Yes, there is. Almost forgot about her.
Pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so Ashen One. Fetch souls, as is thy wont. No?
You can buy stuff at her. Sell stuff. We can talk with her. And if we want to upgrade how much she sells, we have to bring her certain items. Ashes of certain people.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Not now. Not anytime soon. There is a glitch if you don't know about it. Even now, we're playing this in 2024 and the game came out like 2016? 15? Something along those lines. This tree sometimes has a nut. No joke. But that nut, no joke. If we use it, I know nuts and using it. Sounds wrong. But if we use it, if we get invaded, we can make our enemies, the normal enemies, also react to the invader. The invader is another player, or in some cases, a NPC. This nut, no joke, will spawn after each boss or after 2 hours of waiting time, I believe. So what am I doing up here? Firstly, another soul. Secondly, If you still don't know, we are playing in 2024. And I'm a pro at this game. Might be a bit rusted, I didn't play it for a bit, like what, a year or so. But there is a certain way of going around certain areas. Yes, I will cheese my way up there to this item, which involves jumping from this tree to this brick right where my helmet is, or this one, or in between. Nope. Nope. That was the right angle, but jumped wrong. Wrong angle. Wrong angle. What was that? Right angle, but pointed the wrong way to jump. There it is. Yes, we made it up here. It might be a bit finicky to do it yourself, but it is worth it. This NPC triggers down here, but it's actually meant to be up above. What is this? It's an Estus shard. Now, there is one more thing, which people might still find a bit amazing. Fake walls. And a chest. With a chain. That chain tells you if it's a real chest or a mimic. If you can see this chain down there, it forms a C, but the wrong side. If it creates an S shape, it's a mimic. If you're not quite sure and you can't really see the chain, hit it. It will react if it isn't a real chest. Snake ring. The silver serpent ring. This ring will give us about 10% more souls. If we kill an enemy. Ah, yeah. We have this Estus shard to bring him.
Just good, wasn't he?
Estus shard. Estus flask. Strengthening. Yes, I do wanna use it. And now we have 5 instead of 4. For now, this can stay this way. There are souls which you can use out of your inventory. This is a 50 soul but I had 3, and I used 3, which means 150. This is 100 soul. 200, sorry. This is a 500 soul, I think. 800. So we now have 2,981 souls.
Autumn. Very well, then taken. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
Now we can teleport, place our spells, and change spells, but we don't have any. We can place some stuff in the chest of our own, which can hold up to 600 pieces, depending on what you put in there. After you reach your maximum which you can carry with you, it will automatically go over to the chest. And we can burn undead bone shards. Undead bone shards we will find later on in the game. Firelink Shrine. The first bonfire, the boss bonfire, and now it allows us to go to our first area. Real area. It puts you in this place, in this tower. You're meant to go out over here, on the door, which you're already facing when you teleport over here. The High Wall of Lothric. Man, that were times when I used to play it the first time. Yes, I know. Why didn't they place the bonfire up there? It's for cinematic purpose, that you feel like, damn, this world is big. And yes, it is big. All you can see here is basically where we're gonna run around. But not now. There's still a lot to do before we reach anything up there or there. I hate dogs, especially in Dark Souls 3. Why do I go right the first time? Because
right, there's a lot to grab over here. Satch. He can drop his great axe. Good axe! But no, we are nowhere near potentially carrying it, nor really using it. We'd have to have about 30 odd strength, which we don't have. Secondly, this door won't open. Not from this side at least. Yes, backstabs. They are a thing. If you place yourself just behind the enemy and attack with R1, a light attack, you can backstab him, but that should have been shown in the tutorial area. Now to the fun part. Run, 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 run! Don't want him to transform. This guy can transform like Gundyr, with his like slug, sludge, snail, whatever. And it crawls out of this guy as well. I will come back to him, but I just wanted the bow and arrows. Resetting. I used up a Estus flacon, and now I have 5 again. No, you don't. You don't. Thanks. Killing that guy with the lantern. If he reaches a certain amount, a certain point in his scream, he triggers people to attack you. Like this one. And that one. And I think one comes from up here. But I don't know which one exactly. He's also one with the lantern and a scream guy, which triggers those 3. This one, and this one to attack you. So if you kill him, he doesn't scream. Which means that you can take those people on without getting mullered to death by the amount of people which are attacking you. Also, this guy will trigger this guy. Also, this guy, as soon as he sees you, he will fight you. One of the most useless items ever. The binoculars don't really have a purpose. Now there is a small little area down here
which you can jump to. Behind the dragon. Grab this. And we're back over here. Yes, so small areas, which are hidden as well, can be found in this game, if you look around enough. Enemies, some of them hide behind things and try to backstab you. Expect anything. Everywhere. Ah, yes, this area. Don't want to go too far forward. Did I trigger him? No. Oh! As soon as I run either this way or that way up, there will be a dragon coming down, sitting on top of this tower and blowing fire on this area on top and down there. But there is a way, if you're fast enough, to get in here. Yes, I know there is a item down there. I won't be able to reach it. Now what do we have here? Another little hidden secret area with a chest. But wait a minute. Didn't I say something about chest and the chain? This chain creates an S, which means that this chest is a mimic. If you're not sure about the chain, as I told you already, hit it. A mimic will react. A normal chest won't. But also, if you go with the camera quite in, as you can see, this chest breathes. I'm no football. And no, I'm not Munchy Munchy. We have found ourselves an darkened axe. Sometimes, if you wait long enough, the game will give you some free places, like I just did, waiting for the enemy to go past, allowing me to kill the little grunts over here without any disturbances. Now, gonna let him come up here. This knight is a good training dummy to get you into shape for stuff which we still have to uncover. What do I mean with that? Try to kill him 3 times without getting hit by him. Now you're saying, but what if I don't want to do this? He's way too far off. Let me help you. If you run in this tower, go right, go up the stairs, you will find a bonfire here. So, resetting, running down there, killing this guy, and then kill this knight. Easy. 3 times. Best little dummy to get you into shape. No. Don't want to go down there yet. But I do want to go down here. That was not my plan, but it worked out in the end. He throws a firebomb at you. Those barrels are full with gunpowder or something like it. They will explode on you. This one, I don't know what he's doing. A little weapon. A dagger, I believe it is. And our first NPC. It's locked. But I didn't grab any keys till now. Where is that key? What's with that door? It's locked. I guess I'm gonna go now. But I want him. I want this NPC. You will. You just have to find the key.
Patrick! Can you make me a cigarette?
further behind one guy comes up this ladder as soon as you go up here. The second one crawled up from over this ledge, I think. Oh, now I know what I forgot. The item. Just another soul to use. He deals a bit more damage than Gunder. And that's what I mean with the sludge. Yeah. But what did I just pick up over there? On the other side of this house. Roof. Terrace. It was throwing bombs. From Software has a nick about giving you items before certain events or a boss to try and show you what you should do. If you have enough of them, you can kill them with just bombs. Now, before we go to the next area, I'm gonna have a quick little... Don't worry about this white ghost. Those are players which has been here or are currently here. Yes, that game shows you players which are not here, has been here, or are currently here, but you can't interact with them. I'm gonna have a quick little break of 5 minutes. It won't take long. While I live with my family. And sometimes there's certain things that I need to do. Yeah. Preparations are done. Now I'm gonna be 5 minutes. Just about 5 minutes. As I said. My personal needs are worth more than sitting there doing stuff in-game. If my personal needs are not there, then I will stop the stream and won't stream any longer. If you're skilled enough, you can just run past most of the enemies. Now let's get to this area. This is a crossbow guy, followed up by another crossbow guy, followed by an ambush of 2 others. Well, he fell off the ledge. I don't want to go down there yet. I still have stuff to grab and do up here. First up, this area here. It's a black fire bomb. What's the difference between a black fire bomb and a normal fire bomb? The black one deals more damage than the normal one. This looks suspicious, don't you think? No enemies. If you go in there, an enemy is showing up right there. But there is this small area over here, which you can clear out first. And then there is this area up here, which holds another ambush. Small Titanite shard. As well. He's trying 90% of the time to give you a backstab. Yes, enemies can also backstab you. And then there is this little fella. And a corpse in one of the vases, which gives you an undead amulet. Those amulets I will talk later on about. Now that we cleared this area out, we can start with this guy. He has a spear and a great shield. Nothing. Sad. You will probably die a few times until you reach this point. Quite a lot. Don't get your hopes up that you're gonna do it like me. If you're new to it. So, after you deal with him, you go over here. There is this area, which gives you an item. And that's it. No, it's not. There is a second area just behind, which you can jump down into, but I don't suggest now at this moment. Huh. What is this about? You are meant to get attacked from behind. As I said, expect anything, everywhere. sword in there. Now we go down this area. Nothing of harm right here, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies waiting for you. And I know of one more down this way where he is going. And if we go into here, 5, 6. He wants to throw bombs at you and on those barrels. If you deal with him, you have less threats around. Look at the train. It's a shield. That's one way of dealing with the enemies. Or getting them aggroed on you to take away the mass. Instead of having to face 4 or 5 enemies at once. You can lead them up to you if you have bombs still left. Or the bow and arrows, which, as you have seen now, it has attributes, required attributes of strength 9, which I do have, but dexterity of 14. What does this mean? If you look at the physical attack, it deals 82 minus 32. That means you're dealing 50 damage if you're using it. The further they are away from you, the less damage you do. But the bow still works. How do I do it? Going into this sniping thing. First up, hold the bow in 2 hands. Secondly, press L1. To attack, R1. If you let go of L1, you're going back into the double-handed you can shoot just like this, but it's gonna be harder free aiming it. It's still doable, but it's gonna be harder. You can also if you don't want to free aim it, concentrate on the enemies, and then he's gonna automatically fire towards them. Though, if the enemy isn't standing still, he's shooting where the enemy was. So like, he would have shot this way when the dog was basically already here at my feet. So there is a potential of not hitting him. That's a prisoner key. You will probably also die quite a bit over here. Now that prisoner key, can you still remember? It's for that NPC which was locked behind a door. There's also this thing, an Estus shard. Well, hey, more health. And there is a small Titanite shard in here. And this is a little area where you should fall down and kill this enemy down below you and grab the item. But there is this big fella which is going around in circles, which also has a tendency to burn himself. So in theory you could just wait long enough and he's gonna walk into this fire over there and kill himself. I don't suggest, cause that could take in between from 1 hour to a whole week. You could, but you shouldn't do it. Now there was one thing left which I said about. This area. Chest! Right there. It's another sword. And as you can see, you would be stuck. And we're basically forced to have them all dogpiling you when you jump down here. Now all the way back. Ah. I thought, what is this sound? It's just that guy up there. Let's go down the ladder. Yes, I know about the prisoner. Ugh. Forgot about this guy. I knew about this one, but there is one holding onto the ledge over here. Somewhere. I forgot about him. Sorry. Yes, you can't backstab even those big people. He has a spinning attack. I'm gonna try and get it out of him. He doesn't want to do it. Basically, he's just spin to win, like a Beyblade. Turning 3 or 4 times before he stops. After you dealt with him and that guy, grab everything over here and you're basically done. But there's this item still, which you can't reach from here. When you go out here and to the right, he should stand over here and should attack you from behind, and this guy is shooting with his crossbow at you. If you go up the stairs over here, one more, and then jump over there, grab it, jump down there, don't die. I'm running a bit low on health. That's why I'm gonna run in there and take the elevator up. Throwing knives. And a door to unlock, which is that guy's door. Yes, that is a shortcut. There will be lots of shortcuts. This area we're gonna tackle on in a bit. Because now I wanna use a homeward bone. What does it do? If you use it, you can decide where you wanna teleport to. Either the Firelink Shrine or the last bonfire which you set upon. I wanna do the bonfire. Yes, that homeward bone does work like resting at a bonfire.
Just to show you. That's what's gonna happen. Prisoner key. Our first NPC.
Ah. You're no jailer, are you?
No, I'm not.
No, you're from far away.
Yes.
Judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash.
Kind of.
Remarkable. If that's true, then I have a favor to ask.
That would be.
The High Wall is a musty little town, not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead.
Yeah.
An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind.
And
I
how?
may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then? Hmm?
You can decline it, but accept it.
Very well. I humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement, and I promise to assist you.
Welcome,
Give this
Grey
ring to
Rat.
Loretta at the base of the High Wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
Grey Rat the thief. Where did he go? And who is Loretta? For Loretta we need to kill the first boss in this area. The first real boss. Now I'm gonna teleport over to the first bonfire to go through the shortcut which we unlocked with the elevator. The elevator is down. The game knows where the elevator should be. So yes, you can fall to your death. And will be, probably, because you forgot that the elevator is either upstairs or down. My personal trick is going onto the elevator and going off it, because then you know, if you die, the elevator, which you came down, or up, is always back to where
you started with. Off. As I said, standing somewhere around here. Now to this area. What is this? It's an NPC which you can call upon to help you. If it's shimmering white, yellow, white. This happens if you run out of stamina. A critical attack from in front. And yes, there are two of those right beside each other. A third one is hiding up here, guarding a Lucerne. A kind of spear slash halberd. Come down here, grab this, you don't have to go up there any longer. Kill those, go up here, and you find this guy. He has red eyes, has a blue uniform, and has a potential buff to his weapon. This glowing which is done to his weapon. It runs out after some time. It's not permanent, but it is taking quite a bit of time before he's done with it. And it gives you a lot of time to attack. He's dropped one of the crystals which I talked about at the smith. And his sword, which is not normally dropped. It's just a random drop, I think. Now if we go in here, there's another NPC to talk with.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their journey homes, converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
What is it? The Ash guy is not here. And she's giving you a banner
to hold up. Behind that area. But there is something else which you can grab from her. If you talk with her again.
This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant. If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then and the old concord.
She gives you your first covenant. What does it do? Depending on which covenant you are in, it can summon helping spirits to fight alongside you if people invade you. Or it changes how you can be summoned. Wait a minute, didn't we kill this guy? Yes, we did. As I said, you're not expected to kill him at that point of time. I will summon him. And this guy. And also, I'm gonna change my weapon to this one, the Darkened Axe. Why? If you can remember, From Software is trying to give you hints on what to do, which weapon, to which boss. Or tries to show you what you can do against him. Big open area. Well, not quite open, but big area. This is where we should go with the banner, right? What is this sound? What is this? It's your first dog. I mean boss. I mean dog. I mean boss. Sorry, I sometimes get those two mixed up. Best advice: to kill him. Don't get hit and stay at his ass. He doesn't like getting his ass pounded on.
Now, why did I summon those two? To show you something. Something very important. Which the game doesn't tell you. Firstly, since I never died till now, you didn't notice, but I had this amber going on all the time. If I take it now, again, something happened. My maximum HP has changed. Besides the maximum HP, it's also your key of going into multiplayer. Each time you die, you're gonna lose an amber. You need an amber to grab buddies, to help. The signs won't show up if you're not ambered. But there is one more little detail. Those are my souls, which I left when I died. If you can see the boss now, even though I deal the same damage, the boss health bar is losing a lot more. What happened? If you guessed, the more people there are, the more a boss has HP, you would be right. Does that mean he deals more damage? No, not really. Each time you kill a boss, you're getting an amber back. If you don't are ambered. If you're not ambered, it's giving you naturally an amber. Also, as I mentioned, after each boss there will be a bonfire. Now, didn't this woman say something about a banner and holding it up here? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the next area. Which we basically will do in the next stream. And I won't be any longer like this teacher. I won't go into perfect detail about things any longer. Ugh. What is this? Why are there three? Get away! Please! Get away! Ah, ah. Why? Yes, they're transporting you from all the way up there to down there. Right next to a bonfire. This area we will be tackling on next time, but with less talking and just playing the game as intended. She has moved. She's not standing over there any longer. Yes. She can have 3 spots, I believe. This spot, over here, and somewhere up here, I believe. And, as I said, he is teleported to the Firelink Shrine, right there. Greyrat, the thief.
Oh, hello, you're back. I'm in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up. Just don't ask me where I got them.
He's selling you stuff. And he's also able to buy from you.
Goodbye. And stay safe. Oh, this place is a bore. What good is thievery if you've nowhere to go?
Just what neat.
Upgrading our Estus flasks. Setting them good. 6-0. Nothing to give you. And now upgrading. Four.
Farewell, Ashen Brook. Welcome, Master. Very ready.
5 level ups. 1 for dexterity, 1 for strength, 1 for carrying weight, 1 for more stamina, and 1 for more health.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
The bottom of the high wall. And even if I do decide to make a like complete guide of the area, it will help people. In the future. If they find me on YouTube or Twitch. So anyway, 2 hours full of Dark Souls 3. The first area done. And I'm gonna stop it here. The stream will come to an end right here. Subscribe to stay on topic, on top, not quite on top, and trying to get streams from about Monday to Friday at around 8 AM, maybe a bit earlier, around 6 AM, I say PM, 8 or 6 PM, somewhere around there, start and end up at around 12 midnight. I've gone a bit over. I've streamed a bit of Hunt Showdown, which is my go-to game. So if you see us, who is us? I mostly play with a friend of mine, either German or another friend of mine, English. I'm getting really tired now. Anyway, see you around. I hope at least. The cat is out. It says meow. Bye. Subscribe, please. Thank